YouTube, it's Grawlys, coming at you with a third instalment of the On the Paint Station with the Triumvirate of your need. So it's Mrs. Grawlys' special project. Just coming at you to show the progress that we're up to. So if you've seen the last video, no talking, it was just watching me on the paint station doing the star fields on the models. So if you've not watched that, that kind of goes into the technique I've used to get the effect on the cloaks and the dress and the swirling nebula thing that goes around the avatar. But this one is just a catch up with an overview of where we're up to so far, and potentially the next steps that we've got in getting these closer to completion. So I'll switch the camera around and get it on my paint station, and I'll show you the models. Back in a moment. So here we are with the big fella, the avatar. So I've not done anything on his body since the last updates, but I have done a lot more with the starfield patterns. All the stonework has been done, all the gems have been done in black, and the hair has been done through shades of grey up to a bright white. In fact, it was this one, White Scar, to get the brightest highlight. If I bring it a bit closer, you might be able to see some of the gems there. Get something to point with, like here and here. There's tiny ones there. They've just been done in a matte black, which is the old Chaos Black. And the base, just a one coat at the moment. It's going to have another coat over the top of it, but it's quite a bright colour. You don't often see bright yellow. In fact, it's not yellow, it's bubonic brown. Quite a desert yellow type base on it. Eventually it's going to have a gold rim around the edge, but on top, you know what we're like for having real natural crystals on models. Well, Mrs. Grawlys found something that she wants to base it with. So let me get some in my hand here. Hang on. Right, move that out of the way and I'll show you what this is. It's pyrite, also known as fool's gold. So we're going to crush this down into smaller fragments, almost like a dust, like very small kind of pieces. We'll break them down, and that will be used to do the bases. So we'll put that over to one side over there. So that's where we're up to with the avatar. So just quick look at the base and all the hair that comes down inside as well. That's all been highlighted. All the hair up the back there, all the nebulas, all the star fields have been done. There's still a lot of work to do on this fella, so put him to one side for now, put him over there. Alright, what do we show you next? Let's show you the Visarch. So actually it'd be worth comparing the two, because the Visarch, I don't know if it stands out well, he was exactly the same as the avatar, where it was done in the dark silver metallic. Both then had a wash and null oil, but the Visarch has now had, I've gone over again with the original colour, and I've still got to go over it with the lightest of the silvers. So it does look a lot brighter. for now I've just painted the sword silver. I've not quite decided, or Mrs. Grawlys not decided what exactly she wants to do with the colour of the sword, but we've started picking out in, what was the colour? Brass Scorpion, some of the other metallic parts. Now the Brass Scorpion, all the intricate detail, I don't know if I can bring this in close enough, all those swirls and patterns, they're all going to be done in gold. So that'll be a very fine line going with the Brass Scorpion, and then maybe with what have we got there, Genna's gold, or even the burnished gold, just to brighten it up, to take that to a really bright highlight. The gems on the Visarch and Ivrain are going to be done as coloured gems. As I say, the only ones I'm doing as the Orion's belt, the little marbles with the galaxies inside, would be on the avatar. So these would be coloured. I think we're possibly going to go with a red or a green. The sash is going to be done red, so we might kind of pick that out with red gems as well on the Visarch, but we'll have to make a final decision on that. And obviously there's the tassel down the bottom here, possibly that in a reddish or an orangish colour, just to kind of bring in that kind of reddish orangish feel. But I'll show you the cloak at the back. That's with the Starfield and the Nebula. That's a completed one. I'll let one up closer. There we go. So that was real fun painting that one. I really enjoyed doing these. It's such an unusual effect, but it's so effective. And inside the cloak, all the way inside the cloak, and the loincloth as well. And that's all got the Nebula Starfield on. So that's where the Visarch's up to. So we'll put him to one side. Now, Ivrain, let's bring her in. Again, the dress was completed in this Nebula Starfield effect. I'll let it come up close. It's kind of showing the effect on there. All the under armour was done black with silver highlights, and again we've got to go with the brightest silver to really make them stand out. The bustle around, that was initially done just with the silver. I think it was this one here, Iron Breaker, but then it had the purple wash, that one, Leviathan Purple, just to tint it, because I think Mrs. Grawlys actually quite likes the fact that it's almost a metallic metal feel, but doing it the purple wash, it really kind of blends in with the rest of the dress. Some of the little belts, and on the Visarch as well, I've just done them black, just so that they don't detract from the overall paint scheme from where they are, and it does tie in with the under armour. The sword, watching the Warhammer TV with Duncan Rhodes, and I've tried to do that in the style that he did the original model, just using like a bleach bone colour and then an lilac oxide shaded in from each end. And so it doesn't really show up on the camera that well, especially when it's almost too bright. It just looks like bleach bone on the camera, but it's kind of like green at the tip and green at the base, and just fading out in between. So that's another bit. We're doing the Starfield, and so I did a little wash over the top as well, so I've got to come back all this pattern at the top. I've got to redo in the silver, just to pick that out again. And you may notice something missing, as in a head. On the first video I did say how nice it was building them, but they were very delicate. So when I was doing a hair, and Ivrain is going to be a redhead, it started coming loose because of messing with that. so I decided to gently take the head off and paint the head separately. That's going to go back on, obviously, when it's all done and sorted, as such. But we've done the face. I've got to finish the eyes off and the lips, and I'm in two minds whether she should have makeup. I don't know. Do dark elf succubi have makeup? I think they may do. So maybe she'll have a makeup on, but as it stands at the moment, that's just the base colour. I can't remember which one I used. It could have been Scrag Brown to get the basic hair colour, and then it's had a red wash over the top of it. So it's quite a deep red at the moment. I want to kind of take that down a tone or two, and actually make it a lighter red head on that. And again, the gems, they're going to be the colour like the Visarch, but whether to do red or green on Grawlys, I'm not quite sure yet, but we'll work that out. Maybe using the technical paints, the gem paints. I don't have any of them, so I'm going to go and invest in some of them and try them out, and hopefully they'll look pretty good on that one. And putting that to one side, the last bit is the putty cap. So just base colours at the moment, kind of pale underneath, and the like a desert sand colour on the top, just to blend them in. I don't know if that shows up or not. That's where the kitty cat's at. I've got to put all the markings on the cat yet, on the gyrinx. But then obviously he will go and stand alongside Ivrain on the final piece. So that is where Mrs. Grawlys Triumvirate is up to. Let's see if, I don't know if this will balance or not. Possibly not. Right, no, not going to be successful in that. So I'll just hold it in place roughly. So that's going to go back on there to give you an idea of what these are looking like at the moment, and how far we've got. So I'm going to crack on, get some more painting done, and we'll come back fairly soon with another update video on the Triumvirate of Iniad for Mrs. Grawlys. Right. Anyway, for now, as always, from Grawlys Lair, take care.